Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Atif Iqbal और आज हम रिएक्शन देने वाले हैं वीडियो बाय स्ट्रिंग चैनल जो कि अग्निवीर या अग्निपथ जो भी स्कीम है उसके बारे में he will going to share his idea. Let's see what he will say about the whole scheme and policy and let's see how he will going to come out. अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगे do let me know in the comment section. लाइक ज़रूर करें, लाइक करेंगे हमारी फैमिली ग्रो करेगी एंड देन पीपल विल वॉच इट। और दूसरी चीज़ ये भी है कि राइट डाउन इन द कमेंट सेक्शन आपको कैसा लगा और नोटिफिकेशन का बेल दबा दो ताकि जब भी वीडियो आए आपको मिल जाए। ऑलराइट, लेट्स स्टार्ट द वीडियो। लेट्स स्टार्ट 3 2 1 गो।
It has become a norm in the country that if a state or central government announces a scheme, immediately protests from the opposition party, without even looking at what is it, why is it being introduced, and so. The so-called open debates are not about is it right or wrong, how can we make it better, how can we implement it better. The debates are all about abusing each other. Those people whom we worship as influencers are fighting like barbarians, harassments and curses. This is not the way democracy runs. Okay, what is Agnipath? We have 17 lakh people in the Indian Army, 10 lakh in reserve. Intellectuals say, in the modern world, how big an army is not important. How competent an army is what is important. Which is true.
That light is bothering you.
They say it as if Modi ji doesn't know it. As if Rajnath Singh never thought of this before presenting the scheme to the public. Look at the YouTubers you have talking negative about Agnipath. Same logic, copied from each other. Posting the videos so desperately on time because the current running issues will go viral, right? More views, more money. No analysis, no goal, vision or purpose oriented towards giving right information to the public or helping people clear the confusions about the issue. Nothing. I'm not into this business. I will wait, observe, analyze everything. Gather every fact and detail of the issue, and only when I am ready, I'll do a video. Only with an intention to give clarity to people or to inspire people rather than just influence them and draw crowd and then run propaganda to help the political parties. Everybody is a YouTuber now. But there are few genuine people. You need to clearly distinguish between an influencer and an inspirer. So let me clarify things about Agnipath to you. Most of you do not know about TOD, which means Tour of Duty. It was a scheme conceived in 2020 under the aegis of Department of Military Affairs, headed by the then CDS General Bipin Rawat ji.
अक्सर देखा गया है कि लोग भारतीय सेना को एक एम्प्लॉयमेंट का जरिया मानते हैं, नौकरी हासिल करने का जरिया। मैं आपको एक चेतावनी देना चाहूँगा कि ये गलतफहमी अपने दिमाग से दूर निकाल दीजिए। भारतीय सेना एक नौकरी का जरिया नहीं है। अगर आपने भारतीय सेना में शामिल होना है तो आपको शारीरिक और मानसिक रूप से हर तरीके से आपको मजबूती दिखानी है। आपका हौसला बुलंद होना चाहिए। आपको कठिन से कठिन समस्याओं का सामना करने के लिए आप में ताकत होनी चाहिए।
Males aged 18 to 21 years with 10 plus 12 qualification will be enrolled on contractual basis for a period of 4 years, including 6 months of training. On completion of the tenure, 75% will stand released and the remaining will be enrolled for a period of 15 years on fresh terms of service, which will entitle them to pension and post-retirement benefits. Those relieved as Agniveers will be given a severance package called Seva Nidhi, an amount of 10 lakh an individual, contributing 30% of monthly emoluments, government supplements with an equal amount. Blundering idiots who are making ridiculous critics. Oh, what about the future of the 4 years? I'll be thrown out without a job. What will happen to my young age? First of all, who is forcing you to join Agnipath? Go spend time at your shitty schools doing your 10th and 12th at your own cost. And then spend money to find a 3rd grade college, do a useless graduation, waste your life in finding job. And after you find job, anyway you will become waste product to the country, get married and deliver children. The Jawans in the border will protect you. You and your nice family, job, The Jawans who sacrificed their tender age for the nation will protect you idiots who are criticizing the Agnipath. You have no idea what kind of situation we are in. Why Bipin Rawatji had to introduce TOD. Have you ever thought of 2.5 front war that Bipin Rawatji used to say in many of his addresses? By 2.5, General Rawat referred to China as the enemy number 1, Pakistan as number 2, and the 0.5 he was referring to the internal enemies. Though Bipin Rawatji did not mention it, but was clearly referring to the internal anti-nationals like Indian National Congress, Islamists, corrupt journalists, fake social activists, and protesters sponsored by enemy nations like China and Pakistan. Whenever a leader or a country doesn't obey with USA or UK, they use a method to remove that leader or demolish the government and establish their own favorite leader or party. An example of such method is Black Lives Matter to remove Trump. There are many such examples you can find in our previous videos, but the important thing here is how are these methods successful? Because they receive funds from NGOs. Monsters like Soros have set up NGOs to facilitate the funds and conduct strategic operations to destroy the governments. We have talked about HRL linked with SLIC, and we have exposed the funding also in our previous videos. Look at the number of countries that has been subject to forceful regime changes with the help of CIA, Soros, USA, and other European funded NGOs. Look at the similarity of the logos. Iran, Egypt, Belarus, Ukraine, Russia, Armenia, Yugoslavia, Serbia, Georgia, and now India. The same hand. The Indian version of this monster is AISA. The vice president of this Indian communist terrorist group AISA is a lawyer with Soros-funded HRL.
I already know this.
When our researcher Vijay Patel exposed her funding from Soros and USA, she got pissed off and removed that detail from her bio. They are not proud about their positions in their companies. A lie is always scared and pissed off at the truth.
This I already know.
Who are these writers, by the way?
I already follow Vijay.
On 14th
Amazing
June
guy.
afternoon, Rajnath Singh ji has announced Agnipath Scheme. The very next day, AISA Bihar inaugurated the violent protests with printed banners, burning tires on roads, etc. Do you think this is possible without planning? Wherever you see this hand in any protest, you can take it for granted that it's a planned event. On the same day, 15th June, InternetFreedom.in has published a guideline for protesters. This guideline is a copy-paste from a terrorist group, Antifa. They teach how to hide the identity of the protesters. They've given credits for the design. Ashlesh, killing people, destroying the public property is no more a crime. It's a design. And these people have the audacity to use social media to openly communicate such things. Do you think we can survive and protect ourselves with our existing systems? When I checked the recent tweets of this bugger, I found this lady Yusra, who is a member of the terrorist group Antifa, and she resides in UP. People have identified and tagged UP police on her Twitter account. She got pissed off and deleted her account. But Ashlesh's account is still active. Now the obvious question is, when everything is clear, when everything is exposed, why the government is not taking any action? You need to understand how deep their connections are. These people are in every civil organization, including the judiciary. They are using the digital media platforms so openly to spread the riots. Look at this. In the Telegram group, a few unknown people have shared the AISA's poster and instigated violence in that group. On 17th June, these radical activists of AISA has shared photos and videos of violence in Bihar and UP. Now the violence is spread across the nation. Even in Secunderabad there is violence. This violence is still active in Bihar and other states. Any sort of strict action by the government on this could lead to civil war. Their connections are big. When nobody knows about T-Body and its procedure, Caravan, the leftist propaganda website, have posted negative remarks on T-Body so that nobody would join. This is a way to keep the army weak in times of danger, so that they can easily destroy the government. You can see the editor of the Caravan and the AIS's VP in one of the event organized by the leftists. Someone has created Antifa India pages on FB in 2020 and posted their goal too. Their goal is to remove Modi just like how they removed Trump. Pinjara Tod, one such protesters group in India, the one behind 2020 Delhi riots, also used Antifa hashtag. If you remember, the riots started by spreading misinformation about CAA and NRC, correct? And now riots happen because of spreading misinformation on Agnipath. Yes, is the one behind it.
ये बताइए कि आखिर ये जो अग्निपथ योजना है इसमें है क्या?
ये किसी भी तरह से कैंसिल हो जाना चाहिए।
ये है क्या योजना? ये योजना के बारे में बताइए। इसके लेकर आप धरना पे बैठे हो?
हमको नहीं पता, हमारे भाई आए हैं,
हमको इतना भी नहीं पता है।
नहीं पता है?
हमारे
और आप
हमारे भाई आए हैं, उसके साथ हम आए हैं।
हमको भी तो नहीं पता, हमको मनीष भैया बोले था।
Same purpose.
Exactly, ये देखा होगा मैंने।
Same methods. But still Hindus are sleeping. Worse, we also oppose Agnipath. The goal is very clear. They wanted to remove Modi ji somehow. We people are so dumb. We also spread chili powder on the already wounded Modi ji by spreading negative comments on Agnipath, or in fact any scheme introduced by Modi ji. The leftists are already half successful when they saw shame on BJP trend during Nupur Sharma's issue. 2 years ago, we have informed you about the strategy of turning our own people against the government. Turn our own people against us, turn them into anti-nationals. This is the Gene Sharp theory. There is an army of media journalists and paid activists who are working smart and brainwashing people. You people have ravaged on BJP's trust for dismissing Nupur Sharma ji from the post. You are the ones who made anti-national successful in their strategies. In any given situation, please be with the government. There is no other choice. Modi ji is a blessing we have got. Don't pose as if you are a perfect democrat, questioning the government and seeking the answer. Such peaceful democratic ways are gone long back. Whatever the government does, whatever changes government does to the law or introduces a new scheme, without any research or investigation, immediately opposing. Protests and riots. Is this a democratic process? Those who are feeling smart about questioning the government, you've already ruined the farm laws, okay? The laws which are useful to the farmers, the laws which will improve the benefits to farmers, the laws which gives freedom to the farmers, flexibility to the farmers, the laws which provide more price to the farmers time to time are now taken back because of your bullshit questioning and protesting. Government is perfectly bound to the democratic process. They encourage your questioning, as a result of which we have lost modernization of agriculture in India, we have lost freedom to farmers. Isn't it so unfair with the people? When it comes to you, silencing your question is not democratic. But when government follows democracy, you say shame on BJP. What a pity, Modi ji. What kind of people you sacrificed your life for? I pray Adi Yogi to give you power, Modi ji, to protect yourself from half-baked Hindus. And those of you who are yet to decide whether to join Agnipath or not, if you join Agnipath, you will leave after 4 years with 23.5 lakh in hand. You can start a business and become a billionaire, that's up to you. Those who are so much interested in studies, during Agnipath, you can pursue graduation at the cost of armed forces. Leave after 4 years with 23.5 lakhs in hand. After 4 years, you can also join other uniformed forces for the rest of your life. If you get a job in uniformed forces, you can again pursue graduation while in job, apply for CDS later, become a commissioned officer in armed forces for the rest of your life. Or during Agnipath, if you worked hard in these 4 years and got into 20% cream, you can serve the nation for the rest 17 years. Don't join Agnipath. Go study in school, spend your life protesting on road like JNU folks. If you join school, you will spend your own money. After 18 or 20, you will leave with zero in your pocket. These protesters will anyway attract students. Join some AISA or ISI Kufle gang, throw stones at police, burn police vehicles and shops, etc. Or if you want a job, you only have to go begging, official begging. Even if you had done well in the academics, you must beg for a job, interviews and shit. And after you get a job, you will work as an AC labor, nothing else. Slavery to some foreign companies. The money is not enough, you will open a YouTube channel, provoke people and become online advisors to the government. You will become a celebrity. There are enough chutias who will subscribe you. Agnipath is not a mandate. It's an opportunity government is throwing at you. It's all about choice. Government is not gonna pick you from home and force you into this. It's your wish. If you want to shape a dignified career in the armed forces and live like a soldier, serve the motherland, join Agnipath. Or become an IT professional and spend time standing at the pawn shop, smoking cigarettes, stinking the atmosphere, wooing girls. It's your wish. String is available in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu and Kannada. Now you can help your parents and local friends understand the reality. Please like and share the video. Your support is the only encouragement I have to sustain this mission to awaken the innocent. Please contribute whatever you can. Namaskar.
Alright, the video has been over. इसके ऊपर मैं ऑलरेडी बहुत पहले बोल चुका हूँ. मैं आज भी यही कह रहा हूँ कि दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द अमेजिंग स्कीम हैज़ बीन ब्रॉट अप बाय द आर्मी, not by the government. First of all, that is the correct statement. So Agnipath scheme has been brought up, designed, modified, formulated, structured from the army, by the army, and done by the army. So let's not give this credit to anyone. ये आर्मी की पहल है और हमें उसकी रिस्पेक्ट करनी चाहिए. पहली चीज़ तो ये है. सरकार की तरफ से इसको लॉन्च करके वो चीज़ थोड़ी सही नहीं थी. मुझे लगता है कि इसको स्टार्टिंग में ही आर्मी को हर चीज़ें डील करनी चाहिए थी. फिर बाद में उन्होंने आर्मी ने आके उसे कवर अप कर लिया जब सिचुएशन ख़राब हुई, क्योंकि एक आर्मी स्टैचर की बहुत रिस्पेक्ट है कंट्री के अंदर. तो जब आर्मी कोई चीज़ लाती है तो सारी दुनिया और सारा देश के लोग सुनते हैं रिस्पेक्ट के साथ, क्योंकि दैट इज़ द ओनली इंस्टीट्यूट विच इज़ रिस्पेक्टेड बाई एवरीबडी बिसाइड देयर फेथ, कल्चर, एथनिसिटी, व्हाटएवर इट इज़. तो पहली चीज़. दूसरी चीज़, ये स्कीम बहुत अच्छी है. नो वन इज़ फोर्सिंग यू टू गो इन दिस स्कीम. यू हैव अ चॉइस टू गो इन दैट स्कीम एंड फील लाइक दैट इफ़ यू फिट इन, बी देयर. यू डोंट फिट इन, जस्ट लीव एंड गो होम एंड डू व्हाटएवर यू हैव टू डू. दूसरी चीज़. तीसरी चीज़, 22 साल की उम्र में जब आप निकलोगे, 21-22 साल की उम्र में आपके पास यू विल हैव मोर देन 20 लाख रुपीज़ इन योर अकाउंट. I don't remember any kids with 20 who have more than 20 lakh plus money in their account while they will leave. That is the greatest opportunity anyone can have. Right? Chauthi cheez, you can also pursue your education. That is also on the money of the armed forces, and the government will pay for it. That is an amazing opportunity. And after that, you can enter into any field, any department you want to go to. You can just apply for it, you fit for it, you get the job. 25% will get selected and go further. But beside this position, there are many other positions within the army, जो कि आप जैसे मेजर हो गए, अलग अलग पोजीशन, जनरल, अलग अलग पोजीशन के लिए आप नॉर्मली कर सकते हो. मेरे काफ़ी दोस्त कर रहे हैं, कर सकते हो आप उसके लिए. वो रुका नहीं है, वो अभी स्टिल ऑन. जो राइटर्स दंगे कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी कहा था, उन्हें हमें स्टेट को एग्रेसिव होना चाहिए था, क्योंकि स्टेट एग्रेसिव नहीं हुई बिल्कुल भी. उन पे UAPA का एक्ट लगना चाहिए था, जो कि नहीं लगा. उनके घर को बुलडोज़र से उड़ाना चाहिए था, जो कि नहीं हुआ. और उनके घर वालों से भी पैसे ट्रेन जितने जले हैं वसूलने चाहिए थे, जो कि नहीं हुए. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा लेट डाउन है, क्योंकि इसी से कुछ टाइम पहले बहुत दंगे में बहुत एक्शन लिए गए, शूट किया गया, बुलडोज़र किए गए. और मुझे लगता है कि जस्टिस सिस्टम शुड बी इक्वल फॉर एवरीवन. इट डजंट मैटर वेदर इट्स अ हिंदू और अ मुस्लिम और अ क्रिश्चियन, इट डजंट मैटर. जस्टिस सिस्टम शुड बी वन for everyone. That is the first step of a uniform civil code. जो कि वो चीज़ नहीं हुई, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं बहुत बड़ा लेट डाउन है. इसे आप मानो या ना मानो. मेजर गौरवारी ने भी ये बात कही थी कि उनके घर को बुलडोज करना चाहिए था. उन्होंने तो ये तक कहा था कि उनकी फ़ोटोज़ का पोर्टल होना चाहिए, ताकि उनसे सरकारी नौकरी नहीं, उनकी नॉर्मल नौकरी भी छीनो उनसे. उनको कोई किराने की दुकान पर भी नौकरी ना दे, उनकी उम्मीद छीन लो. उन्होंने ये तक कहा, और मैं उनकी उस बात से सहमत हूँ. मैं भी उस बात से 100% एग्री करता हूँ कि उनसे उनकी उम्मीद छीन लो. ये जो इतने ट्रेनें जलाई गई हैं, किसका पैसा है? मोदी जी का पैसा है, राहुल गांधी का, बीजेपी कांग्रेस का. किसका पैसा है? ये आम जनता का पैसा है. आम जनता की चीज़ों को तोड़ फोड़ किया गया. जिससे आम जनता सहूलत, आसान काम लेती है, उनको तोड़ फोड़ा गया. सरकार का पैसा नहीं है. It was a public money and public demand for the justice, and the justice needs to be given to them. गवर्नमेंट ने कोई एक्शन नहीं दिया, पर आर्मी ने एक्शन लिया. आर्मी ने सीधा कह दिया कि अगर जिसकी फोटो आएगी या जिसका भी नाम आएगा या पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन क्लियर नहीं होगा, वो बंदा कभी आर्मी ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकता. ये है दंगाइयों को तमाचा आर्मी की तरफ से, कि आप देश को जलाने के बाद देश की सेवा की बात नहीं कर सकते. क्योंकि देश की सेवा की बात करने के लिए यू हैव टू हैव द लव एंड द केयर एंड कंपैशन विद इन योर हार्ट फॉर द पीपल ऑफ कंट्री एंड फॉर द कंट्री इटसेल्फ। वो नहीं था, तो ये चीज़ हुई। स्कीम अच्छी है, आर्मी ने टेक ओवर किया है, आर्मी इज मैनेजिंग इट। सरकार ने कह दिया कि हम इसको वापस लेंगे नहीं, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, करते रहो, जलाओ और जलाओ, हम नहीं करने वाले। और आर्मी ने जो एक्शन लिया, हैट्स ऑफ टू बी वन ऑफ द बेस्ट थिंग दे हैव डन। पर एक कंसर्न ये भी है, क्योंकि काफ़ी लोग सुन रहे हैं, मैं भी सुन रहा हूँ, मेरे दोस्तों ने भी काफ़ी आर्मी के फिजिकल और मेडिकल। मेरा एक दोस्त 5 साल से आर्मी की तैयारी कर रहा था, 5 साल नहीं, 5 साल आई थिंक, जब हम वो 11th में था तब से तैयारी कर रहा था, 11th 12th, देन 5 साल 6-7 साल, तो 6-7 साल से ही वॉज प्रैक्टिसिंग फॉर आर्मी। मतलब कि ऐसा आर्मी के लिए, एनडीए के लिए जो भी है, वो प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था। उसका फिजिकल क्लियर हुआ, उसका मेडिकल क्लियर हुआ ना। अब वो इस स्कीम के तहत नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि अब एक नई स्कीम आ गई। तो जिन लोगों का फिजिकल, अब मैंने बहुत आर्मी के लोगों से सुना है कि फिजिकल और मेडिकल क्लियर करना बहुत टफ है, नॉट इजी, बहुत टफ है, बहुत ही रेयर लोग कर पाते हैं। तो मेरे बहुत सारे ऐसे दोस्त हैं जिनका दोनों क्लियर हुआ था, अब वो स्कीम के तहत फंसे हुए हैं। तो सरकार को या आर्मी को एक ऐसी पॉलिसी या अपडेट लाना पड़ेगा कि जिन लोगों का फिजिकल और मेडिकल क्लियर हो चुका है फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस स्कीम पॉलिसी, दे विल बी इंटर्ड थ्रू द प्रीवियस स्कीम। उसके बाद जितने लोग आएंगे वो इस स्कीम के तहत आएंगे। ये मुझे लगता है कि प्रॉपर एक जस्टिस होगा हमारे देश के लोगों के लिए। अगर उन लोगों ने दंगे किए हैं, then definitely action needs to be taken against them. But if they have not done any action, not दंगा, उन्होंने फिजिकल मेडिकल क्लियर किया हुआ है, तो ये हमारे देश की, हमारी सरकार की, आर्मी की जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि ये उन लोगों को पिछले स्कीम के तहत उनको आर्मी के अंदर सिलेक्शन ले। यही एक बहुत बड़ा डाउनसाइड है। अगर ये चीज़ क्लियर हो जाती है, थिंग्स विल सॉर्ट आउट एट मैनी लेवल। ये मेरा मानना है। आपका क्या मानना है? डू लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट सेक्शन। अच्छा लगा वीडियो, आपको भी अच्छा लगा होगा, मेरे फीडबैक भी अच्छे लगे होंगे, ज़रूर बताना आपको कैसा लगा। और नोटिफिकेशन बेल को ज़रूर हिट कर देना ताकि वीडियो आपको मिल सके जब मैं वीडियो डालूँ। राइट, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग, टेक केयर, जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम।